The growth of the art fair has been extraordinary. I mean, in the first year, we had to think about how we would not only just bring all these communities together in the arts, but also build an international platform where people from overseas were aware that this exhibition was on, where it was showcasing all this wonderful work coming from Far North Queensland and the Torres Straits. So I think there's enough impetus and enough work being produced and a lot of innovation, not just only in the art practice, but also people with the symposiums and the documentation that's coming from that. We also have a lot of international artists here as well who come to participate, and they in turn take this to the Venice Biennale or to Paris or to London, and they then showcase not only their works, but they talk about and carry that message of Kayaf with them. I had not really had a show in Cairns for the last 4 or 5 years, and I really wanted to share what I was doing with the rest of the community, and that was my whole push to have the show during Kayaf, and to share that experience as well. The work that I have produced for this exhibition is loosely based about that whole build-up to the cyclonic period that happens here every year, but also the turmoil that's sort of happening within the rest of the world, like boats coming, boat people coming, the whole history of boats coming to Australia, the way we've had floods and the way we've had fires and earthquakes in New Zealand and Japan. The whole world seemed to be like in a state of flux. And I wanted to kind of reflect that through the work, not necessarily give answers, but draw people's awareness to that it does affect us up here in Far North Queensland as well. There is this kind of notion in most people's mind about art being, and especially from the communities, being on canvas. And certainly there would be a history of traditionally carving pieces and weaving pieces. But I think the whole exercise of mark making through printmaking is just, it's kind of uninhibiting, and it allows a person to be very gestural and free and not be confronted by that big white canvas. Because we are a tourist destination, we get we still have those elements here, where we have the souvenir boomerangs and the tea towels that are not made by any Indigenous people here. And that was kind of reflective of what the Indigenous people were apparently making. But with the advent of Kayaf, it's certainly made not just the locals, but the rest of Australia aware that we have a unique vision and a unique style that's born out of being Far North Queensland and the Torres Straits.